Good evening and welcome back to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen, and I have some more Disney layouts to share. I have been working in with Epcot. I just started last night with my very first layout, and I've done a few more, but I also found a few things that I had missed and had to have them printed. And so I have 2 pages, I think, that are out of order because I realized that they were missing. So, I have just finished the Disney transportation, but I knew I had these 2 pictures of my family practically asleep on the bus from, we had gone to Hollywood Studios in the morning and then park hop to Magic Kingdom that afternoon, and we had gone back to our resort and rested. And so I knew I had these pictures. I had set this aside specifically for these pictures. And so when I couldn't find them in my transportation, I looked through my extra pictures that I hadn't scrapped yet, and they weren't there. So I ordered them. So I just pulled things from like tons of different things. These are some Miss Grossman stickers from 2005. They're like nighttime. They had little bears on them. This is just some random sticker. I don't even know where I got it. This came off of a word phrase from a baby thing. This came off of a Bo Bunny. Is it Bo Bunny? Yeah. Baby pad. This was just something that I found. I mean, I have a ton of things that I just have gotten or acquired over the years. Just matted it in the pink because he's got a hot pink thing on, and she's got her red ears on, Minnie Mouse ears. And then I just put this little strip of Mickey on here, and I just put a little journaling. This is a piece of dark blue cardstock, and it had like a little bit of a grain in it. You can see like a little bit of red. There were a little bit of grain in it, like flecks. I just took some acrylic paint and a paintbrush and did the splattering. There's some bigger places and some thinned out spots, just because even though it was in the middle of the day, this is like 1:50 in the afternoon, they were sleeping. They were so tired. Obviously I wasn't, because I was taking their picture. My husband says he's just resting his eyes. We'll let him go on with that. So that is page number 1. I also remembered that I had the photo pass. We did not pay for that. I mean, it was just more than, I'd already taken enough pictures of my own, but I printed these. I doubled them up on Project Life app, and then just printed them. I mean, they have the Disney Photo Pass stamped across them. I don't care. You can still see my family in the back row, and back row in the middle row, and just, so we have it. So I printed it in a 4x6 with 2. It's okay, so let's see, it'd be a 3x4 and 2 3x4s on one 4x6, and then I put it on top. The tool the tool I used on one of the other oh my gosh, I need to go take a big nap. The tool I used on a previous Tower of Terror layout, there we go. I used just the rest of it on here and put a couple of extra little spiders on here and these little creepy eyeballs because it was kind of cool. These, I don't know if you've not seen them before. I'm bound and determined to use them. I got this roll many moons ago. I can't even remember if oh yeah, 2000. These are from 2000. I'm sure I got them on clearance, or I would have never bought this many of the same dang frame. But I used one full frame on here, and then this is this inlay right here. I used that for my journaling. And then I took one other frame and cut pieces of it just for extra oomph on the page. I have now used 3 of these since I started working on using my stash. This is literally a piece of scrap that came from a black and white rainbow. On the other side's rainbows. And this was a little torn piece that came off. Because the page was torn from where I opened, like I cut the slit down the page, the book, and it tore this little piece, and I literally just used it because it was roughed up and torn. I took 3 pieces of the paper that I felt matched the best here, and then I put the same symbol or similar, the HTH, the hotel tower, oh, the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and I put them up here. And that was all I did on this page. It was a pretty easy come together. But I love how it turned out. And this background color, this makes 4 pages for the Tower of Terror. 2 of them were like this dark green color, and then the other page I used was this. So I pulled another one just like it to match. So that is that. Okay, now don't think I'm cheating. This is not added into my pages. If you watched yesterday's video, I made this page on camera, and it looked exactly like this, except I have these stickers from London, and these were in the United Kingdom area in Epcot. So this is the very first thing we saw when we got there, because we rode the Skyliner over, and you are dropped off like right by the United Kingdom. So all of this was here, but I found this sticker set that I have, and didn't buy it for this. I had it because I used to order mystery boxes a lot from scrapbooking like sites on eBay and stuff, and I got a ton of like travel things, and my family doesn't really travel outside the United States. So, ta-da! This is the perfect way to use these. So I put this little dude here and this little bus here. I added this always take the scenic route. That is from this Tim Holtz Ideology quote chips, and they're really neat, and I like them a lot, and I've used a few of them already at Epcot. So the only other thing I added was this little thing that says Underground. It's from this same Jolie's sticker collection, and because of the next page is going to be a part of this, I brought in this blue, and then you see this lovely U that I had cut on my Cricut, because here's the second page, and I don't know how much of that you can see, but I put UK on here since this is the United Kingdom, and I added this page to the set. So now it has the same blue, this same green, and then of course all this red burgundy kind of color that's brought in from all of this. And then I did the polka dots. I added the orange that's matted here. I made the circles for that. So it ties all of it together. So the same green is in there. So it ties it all together. That's why I added the little blue pieces. So it would add that in there. So this is my new page and so every embellishment on here, except for right here, these 2 things, came from that same Jolie's London embellishment pack. So this little arrow, the little camera, and this little thing that says memories came from this Paper House sticky pics. And I have been using a ton of these on these pages that I did for Epcot. And I used a couple of them. This On Your Way, the Smile, which has that same arrows, and then the little camera, which is a match to this one. I used those yesterday when I made this page from the same thing. So this all just tied it in. These were just the main pictures of my daughter and my son in the booth, and me just taking a selfie with the booth because I wasn't going in there. It looked too hot. So I'm really excited for how they turned out. I love that I got to use these. And that is page number 3. Notice I did not include the one I fixed up. Okay, so this is page number 4 for Epcot. I have one more after this. This is from the cover of the map that I got, the guided map from Epcot. These were pictures that me and my daughter took of the Epcot ball. I already had this right here because a layout that I did yesterday called for a circle. And so I trimmed the 12 by 12 white paper that I used to cut the circle out down so I could mat it on this blue. And then I matted this on this. I was going with the circle theme. And so I used, I'm going to drop, everything's going to come falling down. Okay, this is a Protocraft paper. I thought I'd go with the circles. I'd already, the other one I had was like a lot of reds and greens, and I didn't want that look Christmassy. So I got a color that kind of matched here. I matted my picture, and I also matted the piece of the map that had for us at Epcot. Put that over there. I had a penny that I had created at Epcot. It has the Epcot ball on it. I don't know where the camera lies. And then every one of these stickers around here came from the Paper House Sticky Pics. So I matted these two on a shiny silver paper, so I thought that would pull in. And then I just picked these three colors, navy blue, silver, and red. Oh, I guess four colors because there's the green. And I just put all these little designs that I thought were fitting to go around. It says Discover. It's like kind of like a passport. I mean, obviously we didn't leave the country, but we went to a bunch of different countries while we were there. So I really love the way this turned out. And then I used another one of the Tim Holtz thing, says Never Stop Exploring. And I really like the way this turned out. I thought about adding things in here. If you've watched my videos before, I've done a lot of these open circles where I've filled the space in with alphas or pictures, or not pictures, but characters or different things in the middle. But I decided I liked it and I didn't want to add anything else to it. This will be one of the first pages in the Epcot, even though this is one of the last things we did, because the way we went into the park, we didn't come through the front right to this. We were off on the side where the Skyliner is. So these were later, but this is like that iconic thing you see when you first go in the park. All right, so that is page number 4, and my last page is over here off to the side because I put some, hold on, we're gonna have an accident. I set my stuff up on my shelf, and my shelf has too much stuff on it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, see, notice I leave my water bottle on here and it is closed. Okay, so these have some stickles on them that I just put on, and so I don't want to stack this up. This is, I wanted to pick something kind of easy to scrapbook because I'm exhausted and I'm ready for bed. And yes, it is like after 2:30 in the morning. I am on steroids because I have this lovely, like you all need to know all this stuff. I have a rash from some poison ivy. It gave me an allergic reaction. And so I'm on steroids for that. So I'm having a hard time sleeping. So here I am scrapbooking and making pages until 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. So, and I can tell time, but my Fitbit is off by like 15 minutes or something. So it's really only like 2:35. But anywho, I didn't want y'all to think that I couldn't read those big numbers on my Fitbit that tells me that it's 2:51. Now, back to what you really are here for. This is the funnel cake place in the American Adventure area of Epcot. And this is way out of line from the progress, but I knew this would be easy to scrapbook because, I mean, come on, it's funnel cakes. So it's not like I had any funnel cake stickers or embellishments or paper. So I picked a color that made me think of a funnel cake. It's like a tan and a little bit darker. And then I just matted, because the building the funnel cakes were sold in was black and off-white. I matted my pictures in black and off-white. These are matted in this black and off-white polka dot from a Park Lane black and white pad. And then just a solid black and solid off-white. I added these Miss Grossman's border stickers, the ones that I have a million of that I'm working on using up. Look how close I am to being done with this one. And yes, I keep the little pieces because they come in handy. These are just little strips that were left over from something else. That's why I have so much stuff. I don't just throw things away. I know lots of people do, and that makes them feel better, and that's fine. That's you, and that's great. But I would probably stress out over pitching it. So, all right. So I did mostly all black and white, or off-white. But then when I added in this is the trash cans that are in the American Adventure area. So, of course, I had to do red, white, and blue. So, I did red, white, and blue, just little scraps that were left over. I used my blue, my red, and my silver stickles and made little dots down the side, alternating. And then I just put some blue and red and blue and red and then some silver. And then I pulled this little Disney sticker where they're eating snacks and taking pictures, being very touristy. And I matted it on off-white so it would stand out a little bit better and go with the paper. And then this is from the map. I've been cutting those out and putting them on like the rides and stuff, but they had one for the funnel cake place, so I thought I'd go ahead and cut it out and put it on here. And then there's another thing from the Tim Holtz that says focus on the good, because that was good. And I love these little buttons, and I'm trying to add those in. And then this little oh boy was just from, this is from the Echo Park 6x6 paper pad. And I just cut this one little one off the bottom and stuck it on there because, yeah, oh boy is what you say. So that is my 5 pages. And I am really excited that I am moving on into Epcot. I still have this many more pictures, and there's more because I've been organizing them in my little new handy dandy box that I've been using. And so I just collect the stickers and embellishments that I know that I want to use. And then as I find specific things that I want to use, I put them in here in order. So there's still quite a few pictures in here and quite a few pictures in my envelope. And my son asked me today, he's 12, why I take so many pictures and scrap so many pages, because I'm over 100 pages in the Disney book and I still have 2 full parks plus all of Epcot left to go. And we were only there for a week. And I said, well, because I love taking pictures of you all and I love scrapbooking. So that's why I may only put 2 pictures on a page or 1 picture on a page. And I may have, 1,000 pictures. And it's okay. So that is what I have for you all tonight. I hope that you all enjoyed the layouts and maybe got ideas. And I hope that you had a great day. Have a great day tomorrow, or really today, since, it's late. And tomorrow I will be continuing in Epcot and getting some more fun things scrapped. I am looking forward to some of the different countries, and you all get to see some of the goofy things that my family does. So, have a great day, and I hope that you got a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.